Hi, I'm Michael Brantel and this is Empower Golf Fitness. Today I'd like to show you some excellent shoulder strengthening exercises that are going to help you build a platform for speed and power in your golf swing. If we look at the body in terms of functional movement and golf biomechanics, the shoulder is a mobile joint. I think there's a tendency and a common misconception to think that if something is quote-unquote mobile, it only needs to be flexible, and that's not the truth. The truth is that stable joints need strength and mobility, and mobile joints need both strength and mobility as well. So you're going to need some strengthening exercises for your shoulders. In terms of range of motion at the shoulder joint, it's capable of flexion, extension, adduction, abduction. If the arm is straight, internal rotation, external rotation. If the elbow is bent, internal rotation, external rotation. We're also capable of circumduction, which would be like a backstroke, and then your classic swimming crawl position, arm going forward. In terms of the golf swing, when we take the lead arm back, adduction. In the trail arm, we've got abduction and external rotation. And then when we go through, the pattern is the opposite. The trail arm will go into adduction, and then the lead arm will go into abduction and external rotation. So you're going to need a pair of dumbbells for these exercises. I've got two 10-pound dumbbells here, and you want to use good form, good function, and produce the proper amount of fatigue for the exercises. In shoulder exercises, weights need to be lighter because the lever angle is much longer and we get further away from the central axis of the body. The first exercise I'm going to do is the classic lateral raise, which will focus more on the middle deltoid muscle and abduction. I'm going to go straight out to the side, palms facing the thighs, or down towards the floor at the top of the movement. You could also go palms facing forward, and this will hit a little more of the front delt because of the hand position. Anytime we change the hand angle, it's going to change the dynamic of what muscles we're targeting. If I were to go palm facing backwards, I like to go with a lighter weight and then just do that one at a time, and that's going to hit more middle delt and posterior delt because of the hand angle. The next exercise will be the front raise. And you can go directly off the front of the thigh bone, right out in front. This targets the anterior deltoid. Middle deltoid also gets involved, and the other stabilizers of the shoulder region. You can go palms facing one another, straight ahead. And one I like to do is kind of in between those two, I call it the angle raise. Palms facing one another. Take the hand, arm up to shoulder height. You can also do that with the palms down. And again, just like the other exercise, if you do that with the palm facing backward, I would go one arm at a time or switch to a lighter weight. And then the last exercise is the bent lateral raise, which focuses more on the posterior delt and the muscles in your upper back. You want to get a good strong hinge at the hips, similar to a deadlifting position. Nice straight spine. Weights go directly out to the sides. Front view of this, right here. And then you could go palms facing forward. Keep maybe a slight bend to the elbow. And remember, you're lifting, not throwing. And then finally, you could do it Bring the weights together, bend the elbows, keep the strong hinge, and move the weights out to the sides. Again, with a little different of an angle, targets the muscles in a different fashion. So there you have it. Those are some excellent shoulder strengthening exercises.